We want to solve the trigonometric equation cos squared 2 theta minus sine 2 theta plus 1 is equal to 0. And we want to do this in the range for theta between 0 radians and 2 pi radians. Since the question is stated in radians, we should state the answer in radians. But the majority of pupils would feel more confident working in degrees, so we can do the intermediate steps in degrees. 0 radians to 2 pi radians is the same as 0 degrees to 360 degrees. The equation is cos squared 2 theta, take away sine 2 theta, plus 1 is equal to 0. We know the trigonometric identity cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is identically equal to 1. This would work with any angle, so cos squared 2 theta plus sine squared 2 theta must also be 1. So cos squared 2 theta would be identical to 1 minus sine squared 2 theta. We can substitute in here, and we get 1 minus sine squared 2 theta, take away sine 2 theta, plus 1 is equal to 0. So minus sine squared 2 theta, take away sine 2 theta, plus 2 is equal to 0. Multiplying through by minus 1 gives sine squared 2 theta plus sine 2 theta, take away 2 is equal to 0. We can factorize this into two brackets. We get sine 2 theta and sine 2 theta. We need a 2 and a 1, and this one is a plus and this one a minus. If we consider expanding this back out, sine 2 theta times sine 2 theta gives us the sine squared 2 theta. Then we get plus 2 sine 2 theta minus 1 sine 2 theta, which gives us the plus sine 2 theta, and then the 2 times the minus 1 gives the minus 2. This first bracket tells us sine 2 theta is equal to minus 2, and the second bracket that sine 2 theta is equal to 1. We know this can't be true, since the sine function has a minimum value of minus 1 and a maximum value of 1. So minus 2 is not possible for any angle when we take the sine. So we need to work with this solution. Sine 2 theta is 1. If we consider the cast diagram, sine 2 theta is 1 means that we're looking for values of 2 theta between 0 and 720. And the angle which gives us 1 when we take the sine is 90 degrees. The sine of 90 degrees is 1. If we now look for our solutions, starting at 0, we get 90 degrees. And we go around through 360 and up to 90 more, which is 450 degrees. If we continue around, we don't get any more solutions before 720. Therefore theta is 45 degrees or 225 degrees. We need to state these answers in radians. We know that 360 degrees is equivalent to 2 pi radians. So 180 degrees is the same as pi radians. Dividing by 4 gives 45 degrees is the same as pi by 4 radians. So our first answer is pi by 4 radians. And 225 is 5 times 45, so we get 5 pi by 4 radians.